Given its very title, the Star Wars galaxy is no stranger to superweapons. After all, the original trilogy basically revolved around two, and now Rogue One is set to further explore one of them. But what are the most powerful superweapons ever created? Well, in a top 10 format, let's find out. Number 10. The Dark Reaper. Created during the Great Hyperspace War of 5000 BBY, the Dark Reaper was a Sith superweapon capable of destroying anything within its range. It done so by harvesting the force energy of its surroundings, which was then focused into beams that dealt immense damage to any object. The Reaper was also equipped with dark side powered turbo lasers for an added layer of protection. Despite this, however, the weapon of mass destruction was later broken apart by a Jedi strike team using the teachings of Ulic Qel-Droma. Number 9. The Galaxy Gun. The Galaxy Gun was a 7,250 meter long tube-shaped space station built by the Galactic Empire in 10 ABY. As well as having a hyperdrive and sublight thrusters, the superweapon could fire large, destructive missiles capable of destroying entire planets. What's more, the particle disintegrator warheads, as they were known, quickly traversed interstellar distances without detection. Even if alerted to the projectile's presence, automated defences such as laser cannon turrets would activate to deter the enemy forces, while thick armour plating and powerful energy shields worked to deflect even the most advanced weaponry. Upon reaching its target, the warhead would explode to unleash an intense nuclear cloud, which encircled the world's surface within 10 minutes. The aftermath depended on the superweapon setting. For example, the highest setting slowly converted all living matter on the planet into energy, while the lowest simply destroyed certain cities and military bases. Number 8. The Mass Shadow Generator. In 3960 BBY, the Mass Shadow Generator was created by Zabrak engineer Bail-Dur under the orders of Revan. The Jedi Knight hoped to use the weapon as the centerpiece of a trap to conjure a decisive conclusion to the Mandalorian Wars. As a result, after luring the Mandalorians to Malachor 5, Bail-Dur activated the Mass Shadow Generator. Both fleets were suddenly drawn from orbit into a vast and devastating gravity vortex. Before long, Malachor 5 fractured completely, breaking into a cluster of planetoids. In 3951 BBY, however, the planet was destroyed once and for all when the superweapon fired for a second and final time. Number 7. Centerpoint Station. Also known as the World Pillar for good reason, Centerpoint Station was an ancient space station created by the Furret Hive. It generated huge amounts of nuclear, magnetic and electric energy to power a hyperspace tractor beam. Consequently, Centerpoint Station could project the powerful tractor beam for a hyperspace path to grip and move an entire planet, star or moon. Furthermore, the space station could destroy planets and stars by collapsing their core through massive gravitational fluxes. Number 6. The Desolator. The Desolator is one of the greatest Star Wars superweapons, as it combined the technologies of 3 others, those being the Planet Prison, the Shock Drum and the Deathmark laser. With this combination, the Desolator operated in 3 stages. Firstly, it ionized a planet's atmosphere to trap all life. Secondly, it ignited the planet's ionized atmosphere, creating a vicious firestorm. And thirdly, the Desolator destabilized the world's core with a sustained series of intense seismic vibrations. The planet would tear itself apart as a result. Number 5. The Death Star. The Death Star was labelled as the Empire's ultimate weapon for a reason. Aside from its numerous docking ports, extremely powerful tractor beam and legions of turbo laser emplacements, the moon-sized battle station was equipped with a super laser capable of destroying entire planets. However, used more as a tool to garner loyalty through fear, it was only fired once during its existence. Despite this, the Death Star destroyed Alderaan within a matter of seconds, and could fire once more after only 24 hours. While the Desolator offered 3 stages of terrifying attacks, the Death Star could wipe out entire planets in the blink of an eye, all while acting as a world of its own. Number 4. Death Star 2. Surpassing the Death Star's size and power seems like a troublesome task to say the least. However, the Empire managed to do just that. The second Death Star featured 15,000 heavy and standard turbo laser batteries, 7,500 laser cannons, 5,000 ion cannons, 768 tractor beam emplacements, and an impressive super laser, which only had a 3-minute recharge time. Even before its completion, the battle station proved to be one of the greatest super weapons ever, so you can only imagine its power if fully completed. Number 3. The Sun Crusher. Unlike most other super weapons on this list, the Sun Crusher was tiny in comparison. However, despite being no longer than a starfighter, it could destroy entire star systems. It done so by targeting stars with energy resonance torpedoes, which would travel at near light speed velocity to reach its target. Upon impact, the torpedoes burrowed into the core to release dense pockets of energy, rendering the star unstable. An implosion followed, releasing waves of energy and radiation across the system that destroyed all life in its path. Furthermore, the Sun Crusher was layered with quantum crystalline armor, which was invulnerable to turbo laser fire. In the end, only a black hole could destroy the small, but immensely powerful superweapon. Number 2. The Starforge. Constructed by the Rakatan Empire in 30,000 BBY, the Starforge was a giant automated shipyard designed to create a seemingly endless supply of ships and droids, achieving such by drawing energy and matter from a nearby star. In addition, despite its extreme lack of turbo lasers, the Starforge was protected by a deadly energy field that caused ships to malfunction and destruct. Such power was enough to conquer the galaxy to no surprise. However, the technological marvel began to feed off its creator's negative traits, becoming an immense tool of dark side power. Those who came across the shipyard, even thousands of years later, would be corrupted by its dark side energies. Revan avoided the Starforge as much as possible as a result, though his apprentice, Darth Malak, sought to explore the device further. Ultimately, the Starforge was destroyed by the Galactic Republic, saving the galaxy from its incredibly powerful and dark energy. Before we take a look at the number 1 spot, as there are so many incredible superweapons in the Star Wars universe, honourable mentions go to the Shock Drum, the Infinity Gate, the Malachor Sith Temple, the Omega Frost, the Infant of Shah, and the Tarkin. Number 1. Starkiller Base. Starkiller Base tops this list as it basically combined the vision of both Death Stars and the firepower of the Sun Crusher. That's right, Starkiller Base was a mobile planet armed with a superweapon capable of destroying star systems halfway across the galaxy. The weapon ran on an abundant type of dark energy called quintessence, which was gathered in stages by an array of collectors. Redirected to the planetary core, it was held partly in place by the natural magnetic field of the planet. As it left Starkiller Base, the quintessence was transformed, at the expense of a nearby star, into phantom energy, which would tear a hole through hyperspace to strike multiple planets, producing enough heat to ignite their cores. The successor group of the Galactic Empire, the First Order, viewed their superweapon as the evolution of the Death Star, so it was only fitting that a band of resistance fighters destroyed it. However, the capabilities of Starkiller Base will most likely never be topped in the Star Wars universe, making it the largest and most destructive superweapon ever. So there we have it, the top 10 Star Wars superweapons. Were there any that I missed? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's video and want to learn more about one of the entries, click the video on the left. Thanks for watching, and for more Star Wars related content, keep a locked here to the King's Sands. Capable of withstanding anything from blaster fire to the Death Star prototype super laser due to its quantum crystalline armour, the Sun Crusher could destroy entire star systems within a matter of hours. It done so by targeting stars with its primary weapon, a payload of 11 energy resonance torpedoes. When fired, the oval-shaped plasma discharge was launched into a system sun at near light speed velocity. Upon impact, the torpedo burrowed into the star's core to release dense pockets of energy, rendering it unstable.